Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, I want to take you around the garden for a morning walkabout. It has been raining here in my garden and things are just blooming and looking so good. And so I want to take you around so that you can see and enjoy it with me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Good morning and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, this is September 10th. It's Sunday, and we're going to do our Sunday morning walkabout in my garden. The thing is this, that it rained yesterday, and I think it rained also during the night. So everything is looking so lush and green and beautiful. And I do love it when the weather looks like this, when the garden looks like this. It is just so beautiful. And it is around 8 o'clock in the morning, and I hear somebody with their lawnmower already. But I can also see the goodness of the garden. So let's take a walk around and see what is happening in my garden for this Sunday of September 10th, 2023. Here in my urban cottage garden with an English style flair, there's so much going on, and it's now coming the time where things are changing and we're entering into what is the beginning of the fall season. Yeah, it's not fall just yet, but things are just growing. And we know that fall is around the corner, but today it has been raining, so everything is just wet and green and just looking so fantastic here in my garden. So I want to take you around the garden. This morning I was able to do a walkabout and see what is growing and see how the garden is looking, and you'll see the lushness, the fullness of the garden. So come with me on a tour as we walk around the garden. We see the beauty of the garden, and you'll be able to appreciate this late summer look here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. I have to say that our experiment here and this new growing area has been very successful. We've been collecting the tomatoes that have been coming in. They've been very delicious and ripe. And this is the big boy tomatoes. So I have been harvesting them, and they look like they're just now ready to actually produce. And I am pleased with this. I'm actually going to harvest this now. The reason why I'm harvesting it now, and even though it's not red on the vine, is because I don't want the worms to eat it, to get it, because they've been very active. So I'm happy to harvest this with you today here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I think I'm going to take this one too as well, even though it's small, since it has that. And you can harvest tomatoes early like this. Just put it in on your counter and let it just do its thing. It's very good. All right, and there's nothing like a homegrown tomato. Now this is what I want to show you, my corn. Now doesn't that look good? And I think this is just about ready to, I think this is ready to harvest. The ants seem to be moving in there, so I'm going to talk to my husband and let him have the pleasure of harvesting the corn. But yeah, we have quite a few little stalks here of corn that are ready for harvesting. You can tell when they've separated, or you know, like they're leaning in from. Like this, I can actually harvest this one. Let me just pull it off. I'm so happy to do this. Look at that. Wow, this is the corn. Let's see, let's open it up and see what we've got. Oh, right in front of you, look at that. The corn. Looks like we just cut it before it dries up. Yeah, but look at that. Yes, so you can grow corn in the city. So I'm gonna have to tell my husband that he needs to come on out here and harvest the rest of those corn. 1, 2, yeah, that are ready. I think this one is a small one. Gonna be a small one as well. Wow, that's beautiful. Here in the front garden, we can see that the vine crops are just having their way. They're doing their own thing. And I can see a lot of different things growing. Here is one of my butternut squash. Yay! It's looking good. We have this other squash here growing. There are quite a few. Here's another one. And then there you can see also a pumpkin. And they're all throughout here. They have just been traveling through the garden. We also have, I think there was a big pumpkin somewhere around here that I had seen. I want to just see where it is and how it's doing. Yeah, there it is. So we have just been allowing these squash plants to just move throughout the whole garden. It's because I had a lot of seeds, and they just, I just needed some place to put them. And they're just all over here. They're just growing. And I'm going to have fun. I think it's going to be like a scavenger hunt, you know, finding all of the squash throughout the garden. And they're just doing very well. Now here in this bed, we planted zinnias. And I didn't really cut the zinnias like I should have. I should have cut more of them because they're like a cut and come again plant. But they are just looking really good. I love this right here. Very pretty. And the same thing on this side of the garden too. We've been planting different plants. I planted zinnias here. I planted 4 o'clocks, and the 4 o'clocks are doing well. I actually saved the seeds of the 4 o'clocks for next year. I came and harvested that, and you can see that little black speck there. That's a 4 o'clock seed, and they are said to be very prolific, but you could also gather the seeds. And I know that this is a white. I know that this is a white flower. So I decided that I'd save the seeds so I can spread it around. And then this one over here, this one is the red flower here. And you can see the seeds there too. Now if I don't, the way you gather these seeds, let me gather these, is that you just pull them out like this. You see? And that's the seed. And you just gather the seeds. They'll just pop right out. If you don't gather them, they will, if you don't gather the seeds, oh, that fell on my hand. They will just fall onto the ground and they will spread. You know, you'll find it right here in this area. So I'm going to just gather these seeds here. If I had two hands, I wouldn't actually pull it out like that. I would just get the seed, you know, but you get the point. And they're all over. They're all over here. Oops, I just lost the seed. But yeah. So, you know, you just pull. This is what the seed looks like. And you just pull that out. And people charge you for these seeds where you can grow your own and then harvest your seeds. Grow your own and harvest. You can grow your own 4 o'clocks and harvest. And the same thing with these beautiful zinnias. You can harvest the zinnias as well. I also like harvesting these cleome seeds and the cleome self seeds as well. So if you want this particular color, or if you want to have cleome in your garden, all you have to do is harvest it. Look, all of these are cleome seeds. So you just pull it off, and there you are. There are the seeds. So you could either gather them, or you can just scatter them, help out nature, and just scatter them where you want them to be. And they will self-seed. Later on, I will, when it dries, oh, look at that. The seeds, this is for the white. Yeah. So later on, I'm going to harvest some of these cleome white seeds, because that's pretty. Yeah, as well. And hopefully they will self-sow. Now we know, now you see I have, oh, this is going to turn into seeds here. This is my purple perilla, and that's why I have purple perilla all over, because they self-sow. They do their own business. And the good thing is that you could just pull them up. Ooh, look at this. Here is a pumpkin developing. There. Yeah, and that's the other thing here. Look at this. Yep. Pumpkins all over developing. And yeah, there's another one. Throughout this area. So even though this looks a lot, you know, like a lot of confusion, wild and woolly, I enjoy this. I've decided to allow the garden to do its thing, and especially at this time of the year, because we're into fall and things are going to be over in a second, just to allow the garden to have free reign. And check out this leaf, this pumpkin leaf. Isn't this beautiful? I just have to enjoy it because it is just so beautiful. It's nature. And this, the white on it is not powdery mildew on this one. This is just how the leaf is designed and structured. And then when you look back here, I planted these beautiful zinnias. And look at them. Absolutely beautiful. The zinnia color here is just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is when it That's a mosquito. When it dries, isn't that pretty? I'm going to save these seeds, and so I'm going to harvest the seeds so that I can plant this color in my garden next year. I love the color. This is my moped hydrangea that has been overtaken by the squash plants. But I just wanted to show you what happens. In the spring, this particular moped flower developed, and it's been here over time, and now in the fall it turns this beautiful color. You know, the fall coloring is starting to happen to it. But early in the spring, usually this is what happens. And then it matures to this. And then it develops into this beautiful blue color. And then it starts to fade here. And you end up with this color in the fall. Now this is the first year, I have to say, that my hydrangea, this particular hydrangea, Nico Blue, I believe it's called, and it's a returning hydrangea. You know, it's the first year that it's actually done what they said that it will do, that it will flower on new wood. And that's exactly what has happened. I am so pleased with this. If it wasn't overtaken, I guess, so much by the squash plants, you would actually see my beautiful blooms, more of them. But just perusing the top here, you could see the tops of the, you could see the tops there of the moped, and that it's setting up to develop a flower. Isn't that beautiful? I really haven't gone down here that much in the back garden, but I just want to show you what is happening back here, and the fact that my hydrangeas, my hydrangea head has really been growing out and looking beautiful. Now these hydrangea plants I propagated and grew in. If you saw some of my old videos about 4 years ago, I had propagated these, and look at how big they've become. And this is what I call hydrangea lane, and they've actually rebloomed here, yeah, on new wood, because this is part of the Nico Blue series here, and I just propagated some of them along with the bridal bouquet. And so you can see I kind of layered it with the hostas. Then we have the hydrangeas here, and then in the spring we will have the daffodils. But look at how beautiful these hydrangeas have come in. And then I have a rhododendron here too. And I am just so pleased to show you that this is one of the flowers that I had propagated, and it actually flowered this year. Beautiful, beautiful. So my intention is to continue this hydrangea hedge through here, We have one here, and also we have the rhododendrons, and they did very well this year. The garden did very well back here, and I'm pleased to see it. Something that I am so tickled about is my fig tree. Oh, look at those branches. And what is so amazing is that the figs are growing. I don't know if they'll have enough time to develop. I don't think so. But what an encouraging thing to see that my fig tree wants to produce and that it has rebounded from that devastation. So beautiful. Oh, how amazing. If you love this walkabout with me, then I'm inviting you to subscribe to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. And you will be able to see how my garden is developing and to see what's going on. Look at my hibiscus. The birds just love it here. The hibiscus flowered, and there's the beetle that's eating the leaves, but it's still flowering. Then back here is my grapevine. I did not get back there, but it did produce grapes this year, and I just need to get in there. And the hydrangea here, the hydrangeas, even though they did not flower, their leaf are just so beautiful. And these are two mop head types. This has a purple flower. It's really beautiful, but it's really thick and old-fashioned hydrangea. And then this one is bridal bouquet, and it's looking so healthy. And soon we're going to have the asters coming in, and they're about to open up. So when the asters show up, you know that the season is almost over. But I just love how my garden is looking here in this space. So if you have not joined Catherine's Garden and Home, what's keeping you back? Come on, subscribe and be a part. Subscribe now and be a part of this beauty. Anyway, thank you for watching. There's more to the garden, and there's so much to see. So I will be showing you more. Get ready for more to come. And like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, how is your garden growing? I hope things are going well for you. I hope that you are experiencing a wonderful late summer and that you are harvesting and enjoying your garden just as much as I am enjoying mine, with all of its diversity and fun and beauty. Yeah, like Cleome here. I hope that you are just appreciating the season and appreciating your garden for what it is. Yeah, this is what it is. This is how it is. This is what it's becoming and continuing to develop into. So just appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate what you have and enjoy the moment. Well, thank you again for joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together.